Mirage, the trickster. The Harley Quinn in this game, a frame that has a couple of tricks on her sleeve. Aside from the fact that she can project images of herself, which both confuses enemies, and give additional damage source to you, she can also buff our team and herself. She can either give insane damage boost, or damage mitigation with the help of her Eclipse ability. Aside from all of that, she can also nuke. Yes, I'm talking about killing a room full of enemies with just a single cast. Now, I know what you are thinking. Oh, squad leader, you are already too late. It's been years since we know that her prism can nuke enemies. You are just wasting our time. If you believed that her prism is her best nuking ability, then you got fooled by the trickster herself. We all know that her prism can nuke, given with the right amount of efficiency, range and power strength. But in my honest opinion, it's not that effective in all missions. Take for example Sanctuary Onslaught. You will always be scolded by Simris if you will use this ability. Plus, it's slow compared to other nuking abilities, and it only deals radiation damage. You can kill those enemies weak against radiation, but you will get killed by those who love this element. But squad leader, why do you even want Mirage to be good in Sanctuary Onslaught? There's Saren, remember? Well, Saren is pretty toxic, and I hate the fact that when I join public queues in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, and there are 2 Sarens, one will quit and that goddamn host migration will pop up. Mirage is the best way to troll that unknowing Saren, who decided to run Elite Sanctuary Onslaught and farm some focus. I love when that guy thinks that he can get all the kills, and then my Mirage outdamage him. Well, I'm just kidding. Honestly, Saren has become pretty boring for me, that I need other frames that can do the same job. And Mirage perfectly fits this position. So how do you nuke Sanctuary Onslaught with Mirage? To get the job done, we will use what some players deemed to be the most useless ability of Mirage, Sleight of Hands. The regular version looks like garbage in paper, but honestly, it's good against Corpus units. We will talk about that in another Mirage video, but for now, let's focus first on its nuking capability. Blast damage is only good against specific factions, and obviously, this ability won't go against others. But when we use the explosive Legion augment, this becomes a great nuking ability. What it does is convert loot into proximity mines that deal with specific damage. Ammo drops will deal with cold damage, affinity orbs will deal with toxin, energy orbs will deal with electricity damage, and health orbs will deal with heat damage. And the best part is, these loot drops are pretty common, and we can do some things to maximize the loot drop which converts to more damage using this ability. Before we proceed to some tricks on using this nuke setup, let's discuss first how to build a nuking Legion. So as you can see, it's all about range and power strength. We need range obviously so we can affect a wide area, and we need power strength to increase the damage each proximity mines deal with the enemies. Efficiency or duration will be just personal preference. Some love to have it at max efficiency, so they can recast the ability more often, while others can manage their energy, and they prefer that the proximity mines stay longer in the field. Just try it for yourself, and see what works for you. Just don't forget to prioritize range, power strength, and the explosive Legion augment in your build. Moving on, let's discuss how to use this setup in missions. This setup is purely dependent on the loot drop, so it's not like Saren's Spore wherein you just cast it on one target and pop it to spread. It will have a slow start, since you will need to kill some enemies first to get some loot to drop. But once this setup gain momentum, it can potentially outdamage a Spore's Saren in Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. However, like Volt's Discharge, this ability is weaker compared to Saren's Spores. When it comes to dealing with armored units, it's not greater than Saren, but it's probably better than Volt. I honestly think that Mirage is the second best nuker in Sanctuary Onslaught. And to answer the question in my thumbnail, this setup is not better than Saren. It's a good nuking option in Sanctuary Onslaught, but Saren is on a different level. The last piece of advice I can give is, try to use up this nuke setup with a group. In public queues, I usually do the most damage in either the normal and elite version of Sanctuary Onslaught. I even can outdamage a Saren sometimes. Also, a full corrosive projection team will make a nuke Legion Mirage better. If not, then a crushing mag will do. or even an energy vampire trinity will do to take care of your energy problems. More options would be a desecrate necros, or any frames that can give you more loot. More loot means more damage for this nuke legiment setup. Long story short, it's more fun to use this nuke setup with team composition. I think that you now know all the needed stuff for a nuke mirage. Now go piss off some Sarins in Sanctuary Onslaught. Just kidding. Thank you so much for watching. Squad leader signing off.